skinny, we're big, we're small, but we have love in our heart, and we want you in, as long as you bring the love.
What is up, guys? I know it's been like a crazy freaking hot minute since I have done a video, like months and months. But yeah, I honestly just didn't want to do videos. I was uninspired. It's been one fuck of a year, dudes. So I wanted to start off with a few things first. Last year, I know I talked about a lot of subjects that helped a lot of you, and I'm really glad that it did. However, I'm always, words have meaning. I really wanted to always ensure that I was honest and transparent with you guys. So that means I need to disclose some shit, you know? Let me have some coffee before we begin. Anyways, so like I was saying, I did a lot of self-reflecting. November, December, January timeframe was just really hard for me. One of my longer lows for sure. And when I get in my lows, a lot of you guys know, I think I've disclosed it before, talked about it, but like when I get in these lows, I binge eat really bad. I don't really take care of myself, gain a lot of weight, like this whole shebang, right? Mental health is not good, obviously. So yeah, I didn't want to really do videos when I was gonna be super freaking negative. If that makes sense. But anyways, I know we're already, March is basically over. My birthday was this past Monday, 20-5. Yikes. I'm getting old. But anyways, I did want to talk about some things and be real, because last year was not a good year for me. And in all this self-reflecting I've done, like the last few months especially, I was not very happy with who I was as a person. I was extremely bitter. Like, I was really bitter. I was not a nice person. I was very angry and sad, and like I literally was one of the ugliest people I could possibly be last year. And that's really disappointing, considering that's not who I am. I always have taken pride in being an empowering person, someone that's super nice, loving, even though one of my friends told me not to be upset about it, but I am sensitive. I'm very sensitive, empathetic, even though I struggle with empathy sometimes. But what I'm trying to get at is I was a very ugly person last year. So if you are watching this and you were someone that like ever got kind of bad vibes from me or anything like that, I am seriously, genuinely, wholeheartedly, absolutely, fucking positively sorry for any pain or upset or literally any bad vibes I could have caused anybody, because that's not who I am. And my situations that were going on should never dictate how I treat people or, vibes coming off to others. So if I have hurt you or anything like that, I am sorry. And I really hope that you could forgive me And, you know, I'm somebody that when I fuck up or when I make a mistake or if I do anything, I am 100% all about owning up to it. So that's that. And even though it's already almost April, I really want to continue to focus on this growth that I am doing. I want to continue to be the person I know I'm meant to be. I want to continue to empower others, women especially, but everyone in general. There are things that have happened and injuries, unfortunately, that I'm not going to be able to really work around, that is going to cause me not to follow through with my firefighting career. That was really hard to come to terms with, because if you've been following my journey, you know how excited I was about that. But I do believe everything happens for a reason. If this happened last year, it would have destroyed me. But I'm upset, but it's not going to control my life as it would have before. And it sucks. I was really, really excited about this. But everything's lining up and pointing into a certain direction for me right now. And I'm not going to dwell on the negative things that are happening in my life or health issues or like literally anything, like, because I have a lot of good shit happening and I'm falling back in love with training. There was a moment that like I kind of just wasn't sure if that was what I was supposed to do with my life and career, and it's falling into place that I'm absolutely just, I love what I do. I love what owning my own business does for me. I love the freedom I have with it. I love that I can travel. There's so many, and of course, obviously changing people's lives, but, you know, I really didn't believe in myself that I could continue doing that. Kind of more so out of self-doubt and not believing in myself that I could do that. But, you know, talking to my mentor and our new owners of the facility that I train out of, they really put in perspective for me that I can do whatever I put my mind to, which is something I knew. But like, side note, love the 5 love languages. If you know all about that or anything, I am words of affirmation first and foremost. So kind of like growing up and not having any type of support, and then now kind of just affirming what I already knew about myself and my training and, you know, my capabilities as a trainer and as a businesswoman and, you know, all these things. It really made me realize that I am extremely blessed and lucky, and that I absolutely can have a career in this and love it and understand it's respectable and that it is a fucking amazing career, and it's not like a job. It's amazing. Like, you literally get to go to work helping people in their most vulnerable states to become the best version of themselves. And I don't know how I lost sight of that, and I don't think maybe I ever really did. It's just circumstances of last year, like, I allowed to really dim my world, and like, for me, that will never happen again. So yeah, that's kind of updating you guys on my life, taking responsibility, doing good shit, all that. I think I'm gonna try and come on here a little bit more. We'll see. I don't want to make any promises. I just felt like doing a video. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what my future holds. I think I might have talked about it on here before. I'm not really sure, but I was way more of a control freak in every aspect of my life. If I didn't have control of something, like I'd freak out or I'd panic, and it would like be all consuming. And now I am kind of just going with the flow. I think just this past year is like, as hard as it was, like it really forced me to grow in ways I could not have grown if I didn't go through like some of those hardships. And I'm very happy. I feel good. I'm happy. I'm truly like just finding more shit out about myself. I'm learning to let loose, to go with the flow with a lot more things, and honestly the biggest thing is like not being crippled by worrying about my future and just starting to learn how to live in my present. And that is like something I've never done like my entire life. I have always been just a freaking anxiety little bundle of non-joy about what am I gonna do for my future, what's my next step, this, that, and the other. And it's like, geez Louise, Erica, just breathe and enjoy what the fuck is going on in front of you, because there's so much good shit. And I'm like, hello, why didn't I like do this before? So anyways, I'm going on a freaking rant. But yeah, that's like kind of what's going on. As of right now, I think I'm gonna wait another year till I buy my house now. Again, something that would have crippled me before. But it's not gonna do that. I have learned so much. I also think I'm going to be going back to church. So we're going to see how that goes. Really, really focused on growing a lot. And that's really what it's all about. Like I preach it, I teach it, and I really need to start practicing it. So, you know, taking accountability for myself and like just falling in love with myself. That's my goal. That is my New Year's resolution. I was a shit fucking person last year. I was not happy with who I was or how I was or like anything. I was just in a really dark place, and you know, that's not who I am. And I have so much more to grow, so much more to do. I have so many things that I just want to accomplish and I want to do, and I want to better myself, and you know, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Sometimes that tunnel's really fucking long, but you know, things do get better. And don't let your situations dictate your entire life. That's another of a huge freaking plethora list of things I'm going to be working on, but I am no longer freaking suffocating and I feel like I'm underwater constantly and feeling like I'm backed against a corner. And if that's how you're feeling, if you're in that season, I really, really, really challenge you to find a way to get the fuck out of it. And there's so many ways. I mean, and I know these tools and I teach them and I coach them, and I am freaking, you know, having my clients do this every day. But like sometimes when you have to do it yourself, it's really hard. And it obviously it humbles me, it puts me in perspective for when I'm doing this, like when I'm coaching my clients again, you know? So yeah, I'm just rambling and I'm happy and I feel good. And there's gonna be days that I'm gonna have my lows. Like, it happens, it's part of life, it's part of my mental health, and it is what it is. But I've also learned that it's okay to have those days still. And sometimes like there's not necessarily shit going on, and sometimes you just wake up and like I still have those days where I do struggle with my depression and I don't want to get out of bed, but I don't stay there for days. I don't let that one morning, you know, cripple me for days and weeks anymore. And that's something I've struggled my whole life. So kind of just feel good. I'm rambling, beating a dead horse, but I feel good. And I want to be the very best person that I can be, because I know that I'm in this life. I am meant for something fucking great. I'm meant to do great things. I'm meant to help as many people as I can. And that's literally what makes me happy, is making other people happy, changing their lives and making an impact on their lives. And I don't know why I thought that was just, that training and doing what I do wasn't enough. And it is. I love what I do, and it's more than just training. I do focus on the mental health. I focus on it being a whole life-changing experience versus just physical training. Like, there's just so much more. And like, I don't know why I ever thought that wasn't enough. And I just, because I'm a go-getter, and I'm just like, okay, what's next? And it's like, there's nothing that tops that. You know, there's nothing that tops that. Like, I hope to someday maybe do like crazy seminars or like retreats or something, or like, you know, things around the world. I don't know. Like, the possibilities are freaking endless. And I know in order for me to be the best freaking coach, mentor, friend, maybe someday somebody's significant other, the best sister I can be, like literally any title that I can possibly be, I have to first work on myself before I can make anybody else better. And so I was going to do this simultaneously, but I am absolutely, I've taken very hard, long looks and reflections with myself to know what and where I need to work on. Because sometimes in my lows, a lot of times in my lows, I'm not a pretty person. I'm not a fun person to be around. And that's something that no one around me should have to be affected by how I feel, you know? So there's a lot of things I need to improve, and I really, really appreciate the people that have stood by my side, that have helped me grow, that have been there for me so much this past year. I could not have made it to this point of growth without you. So thank you. And if you're a person that just kind of follows me or watches my YouTubes or whatever, this is me. And, you know, I challenge anybody that, you know, can't figure out shit or whatever, or just anyone in general, like, to take a hard reflection, like, reflect on yourself. Like, what can you improve on? Like, we always have room to improve. We always can improve. Like, what is that going to do? Improving only improves your freaking life. So I'm sure it could help your relationships, your friendships, whatever. So anyways, if you guys have any questions or a topic you want me to go over, whatever, you know, you always can comment on the video below or send me a DM on my Instagram. But I feel good, and I feel like me again, and I'm growing into who I'm supposed to be. So thanks for watching my journey so far. All right, so I'm done. I'm ranting. I'm doing that thing again, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what else to talk about. That's basically it. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys.